Prrrr fans, finally, history has been made. My name is Slimo. You're welcome to the latter stages of the playoffs, the final NBA playoffs analysis on the Prrrr Show. Today, George and Teddy are in the studio to do all the breakdown for you. We have a lot to talk about. Finally, history has been made. For the first time in franchise history, after the Denver Nuggets was created 47 years ago, they've landed an NBA championship. Nikola Jokic and his team have been able to grab their first ring. Now, you know, with Prrrr, we have two shows. We've got football and basketball. We've got two serious similarities this year because history has been made in football and in basketball. We know for Man City, that was the first time they had won the Champions League. For the Denver Nuggets, that's the first time they've won the NBA championship. For Man City, on their road to the final, in the semi-finals, they faced Real Madrid, who are the record holders with 14-time Champions League winners. And for the Denver Nuggets, they faced the Lakers in the Western Conference semi-final, in the Western Conference finals, where they were also the record holders with 17 NBA championships. So it just goes hand in hand to tell you that Prrrr has made history. In fact, football and basketball has made history. I hope you enjoyed watching football this year. Basketball has even been better. Now, Teddy, looking at these finals, we knew it was a bit one-sided, but Charlie, it was too one-sided because even in game 5, you could even argue that the Denver Nuggets didn't have the best of performances because there was one of their lowest scoring games, yet still were able to manage the victory. I think within the first half, they were losing. After the break, they came back and won. Nikola Jokic with another huge performance. How impressed were you?
So before I start, Charlie, if you are going through anything in life, Charlie, you want to give up, Charlie, look at the Miami Heat, Charlie. It's very inspirational, very, very inspirational. And with the Miami losing this game, even though Nuggets wasn't actually playing well, actually goes a long way to let you understand that, Charlie, Miami didn't stand a chance. First quarter, Miami was leading. Second quarter, they were leading. From the break, that's when Denver came to take charge. See, on paper and on ground, Miami were outmatched. That is, man to man, they were outmatched. Zone defense playing, they outmatched. Like in everything, they were outmatched in everything. And it's so sad because I feel like this is not like an excuse for Butler, but I think Butler was out of gas in a sense that on a team where you have to carry the defense, you have to carry the defensive thing, like you have to defend the best player, one of the best players, you have to score more, and at the latter part of the game you have to always turn up. You are like the only guy doing this kind of job, and they didn't start from the playoffs, they started from play-in. They came to the playoffs. They met.
So you think tiredness was a big factor?
They met the Milwaukee Bucks and they won 4-1. They met the New York Knicks and they won 4-2. They met the Boston Celtics 4-3. So you see, it took a lot to actually win and come into the final. So I think it took a toll on the players, and I think they gave so much coming into this finals. They gave so much in the previous matches that getting into this match, they were so tired. Most of the players were inexperienced. This was their first time. Finals. For example, a player like
the undrafted FC.
Yeah, the undrafted
FC.
They were unexperienced, and then they gave. I think people were saying they sold their soul in the Boston match, and then coming to this match, they were just tired. So I think they should just. But I feel sad for Butler because this is his second time. He lost to the Lakers in the bubble, and then he has lost again. But he shouldn't just give up, Charlie. So live day. But next year, we can try again.
Inspirational performance from the Denver Nuggets, winning their chip for the first time in 47 years, and how they won the chip in Game 5. You could say arguably throughout the whole run, that was their worst performance because they won by 94-89. That was one of their lowest scoring wins. Now, looking at how Nikola Jokic played, the rest of the supporting cast, Jamal Murray, KCP, they didn't have their day. But someone who struggled throughout the whole series, Michael Porter Jr., was very, very huge for them. And their coach also made mention that even though in the rest of the games he wasn't doing well, he said that they will need Michael Porter Jr. to be able to win the chip, and then he delivered for them.
Yeah. So for me to start, I would like to give credit to Miami Heat, bro. We didn't expect them to get to the finals. Even from the start of the postseason, nobody even thought that Denver Nuggets to go ahead to even get to the finals. Everyone was like the Milwaukee Bucks.
That's the Heat. Because it was so tight in the West. Philly, Boston,
they had all the odds backing them that even Phoenix Suns at some
True,
point
yeah,
they had
yeah,
this
yeah.
kind of odds
After the
back in there.
Durant
But you see,
acquisition.
this Denver Nuggets side, you give credit to Mike Malone. He's been able to galvanize a team. They've built that kind of chemistry. They are good. And they, as you said, they outclassed them, they outplayed them, everything. They came prepared that yes, this time we are getting the chip. Now with the coach's side, you give credit to Eric Spoelstra because yes, he was trying to explore and stuff, but you cannot find a solution to Nikola Jokic.
He's just amazing.
In game 3, whereby the game 2 when they won, and game 3 they found out a solution that no, we are not going to let him facilitate. Game 4 and game 5, we saw a new Mike Malone. The Nikola Jokic is a player that most of the times is stagnant around the perimeter. He facilitates around that side, but in game 3, Eric Spoelstra choked him there, so he was not facilitating very well. Now moving to game 4 and game 5, Nikola Jokic, Mike Malone didn't make him stand at that side. He cut diagonally to that side, so when he's going to the other wings, he draws the players close to him, so the other flanks is more
left open,
is a
yeah.
weak side. So the moment he gets the ball, he breaks the double team. Now you can see that Michael Porter Jr. is the one that making all rounds around
cutting
that side.
and everything, yeah.
So it was a nice play for him.
That's what make the NBA playoffs interesting, because you face someone a lot of times you'll be able to work on them. So you could see Mike Malone had done his homework after losing in game 2.
So I give credit to them, bro. Nikola Jokic, he's a center that, bro, I've never seen a center like this. He's not that athletic. He's like this, but he's doing everything. I'm very happy that. And even to say this, the finals MVP was renamed after Bill Russell, and
yeah.
he was a center.
Yeah.
And this finals has got a finals MVP who was also a center. So that's history.
Credit to him. Now, when I say that the Nuggets didn't play as well as they usually do, they missed the first 20 out of their 22 threes that they attempted. So that could tell you that they weren't on the right path, but still found a way. Now, Nikola Jokic is the first NBA player to lead in playoff points, assists, and rebounds in a playoff year. That just tells you how great he is. Now he's the finals MVP. We knew with Giannis in 2021 that he had won regular season MVP, and the finals MVP kind of completed the resume. Do you think Nikola Jokic has now completed it?
Not really.
Is it because there's no defensive player of the year?
Yes, that's the only thing Giannis has over him. But putting that aside, with his triple doubles, and then with his history making in the finals, he's playing this finals like this is his 5th time. It's so easy. He's just flowing through it. So he's just like moving water, and you can't stop him. Bam really tried.
Yeah, Bam excellent in this series. We have to give Bam that credit. Yeah.
Bam has been scoring 20 plus points in this.
He was the leading
series.
scorer for the Miami Heat
And
almost every single
it was
time.
amazing because transitioning from the Celtic game into this, he wasn't really playing well in the Celtic
and
game.
people thought Jokic was going to cook him. Even Sheldon sat here, I was like, Bam don't go sit up, but incredible finals from Bam.
So the only thing Giannis has over him, but right now, wherever Nowitzki is, I think Jokic must be on top of him. Because honestly, because the numbers he has put up, and with his finals MVP back to back, and regular season MVP back to back.
When now finals MVP added to the resume.
Wherever Nowitzki is, he has to be on top of him. But with Giannis, I think if he manages to get another finals MVP and another chip,
which he won't.
Why won't he?
No.
Why won't he? It's possible. The Nuggets are the best team in the NBA, and it doesn't look like anyone is
why when Warriors won, you didn't give this comment?
No. You're talking about Giannis, and I'm saying that Giannis is not going to an NBA Finals again, bro. No.
Hey, why? So Giannis will go.
Read my lips. You know they go NBA Finals.
Charlie. Right, I can't go into we go see for here. Okay, so when we're speaking of history, Nikola Jokic is the lowest drafted player ever to win an NBA Finals MVP. He was drafted 41st overall in 2014. And you know what's interesting? Charlie, that time when they show in draft, then they show advert too. So we didn't even get to see Nikola Jokic. So it's just inspirational. Now, a lot of people watch sports just for fun, but sometimes it's just inspirational that even if you are not picked number 1, you can still do this and then be great. How impressed were you with Nikola Jokic's performance throughout the whole playoffs and then in the finals?
Nikola Jokic as a player, bro, you can't even figure him out. If you are playing against this Denver Nuggets side, he alone makes it like you are playing against 6 players because his decision making is very, very
Top
good.
notch.
if he gets at the offensive glass, irrespective of he being made in the defensive side, he knows that when it comes to defense, I'm not going to be there for my team. So in every way, I have to be facilitating. When I get onto the offensive end, I have to make sure that, I'll put them on the mat. And he's been great. Anytime he steps up on the court, he tries to do what he's supposed to do. Last time I said he's paying his dues, and he's been good. And I'm happy he's got that chip. Also, as a player, when you are playing and you are doing all these numbers and you don't have a chip for yourself, example is Chris Paul.
Lillard.
So if so far as he's gotten this chip, I'm happy. And now we can say that Jamal Murray has entered that chat of being one of the best. Because he has to be in that conversation.
He hasn't. Honestly, he hasn't.
We are talking about the points guard in the West alone. You people bring the likes of Ja Morant, you bring the likes of
Damian Lillard,
Damian Lillard, Ja Morant. This guy Chris Paul. They should just sit down, because Jamal Murray's transition. He tore
2 years ago, like he couldn't even walk.
If you get an
incredible story,
anterior cruciate ligament here, you have to sit in the house for about a year. We see most footballers lose their career because of that.
And then basketball players also struggle.
But this guy has come out and he's been great, bro. Give credit to Jamal Murray. He's entered the top charts, bro.
Now, at the start of the playoffs, Tyler Hero broke his hand, and then we didn't know if he would ever come back, but it was reported that he would come back in the finals. And people were like, "Oh, Miami said they're not going to reach finals, so we're not going to see Tyler Hero." Now, in Game 5 of the NBA Finals, before the game started, of course, all the top reporters reported that Eric Spoelstra was like, Tyler Hero will come back. So we're expecting to see some Hero minutes. But the whole of Game 5, he didn't even touch the ball. And I'm surprised, because they needed some scoring in the third quarter. I was expecting to see him. Why do you think Coach Spo didn't go to Hero?
Honestly, I think Hero is not really fit in a sense, because what if I bring him in and then he gets hurt again? Because this is one of our
but this is the do or die situation.
Yes.
Once you lose,
you are going to off season.
So you figure that time safe.
And for me personally, I thought he should have brought him, because when you meet a high scoring, when Miami met a high scoring team like the Celtics, where every player is actually given a bucket, you need an extra player to be given. And that was what Caleb Martin did for them. And coming to these finals, Caleb Martin came in with inexperience in the finals.
It was very cool.
He wasn't really performing.
Back to factory.
So I think if it's a gamble. It's a gamble. What if he actually performs? What if he doesn't perform? But I think it's better to put him in than not put him in and then be sitting with a regret. What if? Because Duncan Robinson, obviously he had 10 points, but then it wasn't really a good game for him. Strus, bad game. Vincent, bad game.
Kyle Lowry
was amazing. Kalori has been amazing.
Played
very
well
amazing in this series. Honestly,
this series.
Oh yes, in this Game 5. Now,
for me,
some of the games, not all games,
in this series has been amazing.
Good.
It has been amazing. But then it's better to play him than to sit with the regret.
Sometimes you can't blame this hit side, because they are playing with undrafted players. So sometimes you just have to give them that kind of excuse. But Jimmy Butler, a player of
the caliber, he didn't really live up to expectation in these finals.
You see that last possession, that was a turnover for Caldwell Pope to just go and get that bucket. I was like, Jimmy Butler did this because you are around the perimeter. We've known you for taking shots. We even changed your name from Butler to Bucket. So why is it that at this situation you don't have to either just take the shot, because you have the likes of Bam there, you will try and rebound?
What was surprising the most was throughout the whole of the playoffs before the finals, he was able to exploit his matchups. But this time around, he had even Jamal Murray guarding him. He wasn't able to take shots, and it was very surprising.
Very, very surprising. And to Coach Spo, bro, this was the worst performance of the Denver Nuggets side. They were shooting very badly,
missing 20 out of their first 20.
So you just need some kind of offensive agent, because you can't go and break down.
That is why I was complaining that
you can't go and break down their defensive side. No, sorry, you can't hold them on the defensive end. So the only thing you can be able to use to counter them back is you being offensively potent. Now you are benching Tyler Hero, you are playing Max Strus and stuff, bro. Just give him them, because Hero is good with the ball. So this loss, what if? Then had I known, there's always the worst.
Charlie.
Charlie, the Denver Nuggets are NBA champions for the first time, and I'm just happy for the former Clippers, DeAndre Jordan, Reggie Jackson. Finally, they get their hands on the chip.
Why former Clippers? Clippers fans, people they go trouble.
Most Highlanders.
Run away, Clippers fan. Run away.
It's sometimes I sit back and I'm like, I'm happy we didn't advance, because if we had advanced, you are going to
It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. You don't have.
That was simply simple.
How is it a lie?
If we
You
were
guys could
healthy,
have won it. You guys could have won it this year. You guys could have won it. The chip easily.
Hey!
You would have taken our Suns easy.
Charlie,
And if we had advanced from the Suns, we are going to meet the Denver Nuggets.
Who is Nuggets?
Bro,
who
they
is
were
Nuggets?
last week.
Charlie,
They're not gonna feel last week.
the argument.
A whole Lakers had AD, LeBron. They had the likes of
They
D'Lo.
were trash. They were swept. They were trash.
Comparing that Lakers team to
But
the
our
Clippers.
roster,
Your roster is better.
Bro,
Your roster is better than them.
Westbrook, what are you telling me?
Come on,
Westbrook has many points.
No.
Charlie, all the arguments that they do, you hear one word way it transcend throughout all what they talk. If Clippers every day, if we tire them, Charlie, that was it for the NBA playoffs. What a great season it was. Thank you for watching
I know
the show.
they cut you, but when a director or whatever, we have to focus on getting more recruitment. It don't be about the toilet situation. Forget that shit.
For it to
We don't want better players. Make this next season. We have to make, because they wanna get credit chip now. Yeah, bad today.
Charlie, we struggle. But thanks for watching the playoffs. It has been a very, very great season. Since the start of the playoffs, we've enjoyed it. Every single series has brought its own, I think, new formations, new tactics. In fact, new storylines actually, because it's been great everywhere. And then Teddy and George have done an amazing job breaking down the whole of the series. Charlie, we didn't do. You say last shout out.
Now Julie will come for you.
Charlie, till you see us next time on your screens. We are out.